Hey guys, welcome to some Pirate 101. I hope everybody's doing great today. I am doing excellent. I'm hanging out here in Tartarus, hoping to find some people to fight a Gillis with. I want to grind a Gillis. I need the gear. The Gillis has the gear, or has one of the pieces of gear that I want to get. I hope everybody's doing great. So if you are hanging out and you have a wizard, if you have a pirate that wants to do some gear grinding, you are more than welcome to hop on in and to grind with me. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to find some guys to grind with. But you know how it is sometimes. Sometimes finding people to grind with is a grind, isn't it? Hey, yeah. So I hope everybody's doing great. I'm hanging here at Gillis. Look, he's ready to fight. I'm only in Area 2. If you're wondering where I'm at, I am in Area 2 of Avery, which is the normal realm right now. So I'm in Area 2 of Avery. So, if you want to come in here and grind with me, hop on in. If you want to show me a friend code, I'll friend you up and everything. This is Practical Kieran Webb, my witch doctor, and I want to get the robes, and I need to get the hat too. I forget, either from McGillies you either get the robes or the hat, but I want to get the robes or the hat. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to grind it, but I think it's going to take a while. And I'm not good at beating him up myself, so hopefully we'll be able to knock him out here pretty quick. I hope everybody's doing great. It is midweek. It is Wednesday, and I'm so excited to be able to be hanging out with you guys tonight. I'm back on my school schedule, or should I say I'll be back at school next week, but I'm able to get my Wednesday streams on regular again, so that's pretty exciting for me. You know, in fact, I was pretty lucky tonight. My wife made me some dinner. Yeah, my wife usually cooks dinner once a week, so if I miss that day, it's a sad day. But tonight she cooked dinner. We had a nice stir fry with some broccoli and some mushrooms and some onions, and I went ahead and made myself some soba noodles to go along with it, and it was delish. I'll tell you what, I am satisfied and feeling good. Now, if I could only satisfy myself with a Gillies fall, but I need some people to fight with me, because he's kind of tough. Yeah, he's tough. He's got some tough people. So if you want to do some grinding, I'm here in Tartarus, and I want to do some grinding against a Gillis and maybe even that Harpy. Yeah, because she's not very nice either, and she has, I think, the hat. Yeah, I'm trying to get the hat and the robe. And I went ahead and got some gold last episode, or should I say last stream. We went ahead and did some Mushu grinding, and I got enough gold in case I need to revive Old Scratch, because Old Scratch tends to die a lot in these fights. So I gotta do it up. Otherwise, chat's wide open, guys. How's your week been? Anything good happening with you? Are you guys having fun? I'm having a good week so far. You know, just trying to do the thing, you know, and do the thing and hang the thing. Life fountain there for sure. Is there anybody up here? You never know. People come in. Remember, the first thing I got to fight is a Gillies. Ah. Well. We'll find somebody to fight a Gillies with us, I'm sure. So, guys, tips. How do you find people to grind with? I would love to know. How do you find people to grind with? You go in the comments and you look for people who are looking to do some grinding? I don't know. Is anybody on in my friends list? Reliable Benjamin Wright. He's a great guy. He was actually really helpful to get me through this fight originally. You know, so that's pretty cool. Anybody want to fight a Gillies? That's what I'm doing. Well, I wonder what he's doing. We're going to message him and see what he's up to. Yeah, let's text chat. Are you grinding anything tonight? This evening? Yeah, there we go. We'll see if he's awake or not over there. Very good. Well, anyways, that's where I'm at. Yeah, so my week's been pretty good. It's starting to get hot here in Texas again. We were up at like 96 degrees was our high for today. So yeah, I'm still doing air conditioning. I was doing some air conditioning with my brother today. That was a lot of, with one of his guys. We team up and we go out in pairs, and we fixed 4, I kid you not, 4 air conditioners today. Yes. We got 4 people who are not cooling. And in Texas, getting cooled is a pretty important thing. So yeah, that's fun. That's the best part about working over the summer with my brother, with my brother's company is, well, you know, you fix things, you know, and it's a good times. So that's kind of what I was doing today. Just the Mojo shooter from Sinbad. Ooh, I could do that. you have room for me? Yeah. We'll see. We'll go do the Sinbad thing, because those are also two things I need to grind too. Is both those Sinbad quests. I could be doing that. Because the Sinbad quest, there's a couple of Sinbad quests I want to do some grinding in. Not the last one, because I've already got the robe from the last one, and that's pretty good. But yeah, you've got room currently just soloing it. Okay, well let's go to Benjamin, and we'll do some of that. Oh, he's in the gauntlet. Oh, he's doing the Sinbad gauntlet. Okay, so I've never done that. That could be fun. Okay. Well, let's hear. Well, let me know when you are out of it, and I can port in. There we go. Yeah, it won't let me port in right now because he's still the Tamagoyaki Tower. Cannot teleport to the gauntlet. Yeah. So as soon as he's done, we'll teleport in there, and we'll grind that with him. Yeah. Well, good. That sounds planned. That's something I need to do. Abdullah Kamal. I'm doing Pirate 101 tonight. Yeah, so Wednesday nights I usually do some Pirate 101. I've got some grinding to do with my Wiz, but thanks for hopping in, and I guess he just knocked his chat out. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I hope Abdullah is having a good day. Okay, very cool. Very cool. I wonder if there's something wrong with my chat. There he goes. Hey, Joshua, how you doing? Hey, if you want to come in, Abdullah, I am looking to grind with some people. I think we're going to go grind one of the Sinbad quests with somebody. So, yeah, because, I want to do some grinding stuff. I want to beat this guy, too, because I want to get the hat, I think the robe out of this guy. Yeah, so Abdullah, if you want to come in and grind with me, we can friend up pirates and stuff and have a good old time. Joshua, it's been good. Hopefully your week has been good. My week has been solid. It's been a couple of long days, but I'm getting ready to transition from working outside, working with electricity and air conditioners, back to school and teaching physics, and I get to do chemistry this year, so I'm getting ready to do that big transition. So I've kind of been working through that for right now. Good to see everybody in chat. Just a reminder, chat's always wide open. Anybody who wants to hop one in, I'd love to hear from you, guy. Oh, that's okay, Abdullah. I usually do my Wiz streams on Monday. Like Monday night, I'm going to be doing a bunch of side questing with my, what do you call him? Oh yeah, with my Myth Wizard, and so we're going to be doing that. And right now, I want to grind some gear, and there's like about 4 dungeons right now here in Pirate I need to grind some gear out of. So I'm kind of waiting to see if I can find somebody to grind with, or I'm waiting for Benjamin Wright to let me know when he's done with that current gauntlet, so I can go join him with that and help him grind it. So yeah, but yeah, Pirates, I like doing Pirate on Wednesday nights because I enjoy the game. Right now I'm taking a break from my walkthroughs. I'm getting ready to do a Swashbuckler walkthrough in Pirate. I'm kind of excited about that, but I'm taking a break from them for a while to go ahead and get some of my other stuff in Wiz going. I am doing well, Colton. Thank you. Can't wait for the Texas heat to pass. Glad to hear you'll be teaching again soon. Yep, school's about to start again. I'm excited. Yeah, it's hot down here. Probably going to be hot all the way through August and most September. That's usually how it is. It'll start getting a little bit better, probably, second or third week in September. And it really won't cool off well until, like, the last week of October. But, yeah, it's gonna be pretty hot. Well, good, Colton. Hopefully everything's going well with you. I'm doing solid. I'm doing good. I'm having a good time. Hopefully I'll be able to find somebody to do some grinding with here. Tamagoyoshi Tower. Very good, very good. I wonder if anybody's over at the Harpy, because I need the gear from the Harpy too. But Achilles, he's ready to be fought right here. It's kind of hard to walk away from, because once you defeat him, he disappears for quite a while. It takes a while for him to pop back up. Surely somebody's going to come zooming by to do some Achilles grind, you'd think, right? I would think, yeah, absolutely. Very good, very good. Yeah, so my current stream schedule right now, I'm trying to get a 3-day stream schedule, and I'm trying to figure out what other day is a good day of the week where I can do some Minecraft streaming. And right now it's looking like Saturday Friday night or Saturday, someday during Saturday, I plan to start streaming. I'm trying to figure out what's going to work best with my schedule. The tough part with me streaming on Fridays and Saturdays, I don't know if any of you guys have wives. I got a wife, and she's pretty special. So I want to make sure that I have a date night on with her on one of those 2 days. So doing evening streaming, I mean, it can like happen on either one of those days, but some days I might have to cancel it if I try to do a schedule. So I'm trying to find out a perfect schedule where I can do that without having to worry about missing a date night with her, because you don't want to miss a date night. Or at least with my wife, you don't want to miss. She gets kind of grumpy if she misses a date night. But even if we're just going out and getting coffee, taking her out is pretty important on her scheme of things. So I got to make sure I have Fridays and Saturdays kind of somewhat open. So I'm trying to figure out a good stream time to figure that out. And Sundays might be a good time as well, but usually Sundays I'm working really hard to get my Minecraft video up as well. So yeah, so I'm adjusting it. Now Monday nights is still Wizard 101. If you guys are interested in hanging out, right now I'm doing a ton of side questing in Wizard 1 on my Wizard 101 stream. So if you want to do side questing, right now I'm trying to catch my Myth Wizard 100% up with his quests, and we are doing Nova's side quests right now. So I would love for anybody who wants to come in and help me through some of those Nova side quests. Those are kind of tough. I'll tell you what, the Lemuria side quests, we just finished those this last stream. Those were tough, especially that last fight. That was kind of a grind. But we had Orange Face in there and a couple other guys we found online, and it was good times. Absolutely good times. So just a reminder, anybody who's willing to who wants to come in and help out, it'd be awesome. Hey, that'd be awesome, Abdullah. Yeah, as soon as I finish with my Nova side questing, I plan to do Wallaroo side questing and try to catch all those up. You just got into Wallaroo. Wallaroo is an awesome place. It's just that they really upped the quality of side quest bosses in like the last couple worlds. So you often have to find somebody to team up with to get through some of those fights, because they are tough, absolutely brutal. I think Death has the best chance in most of those fights of soloing them, just because he can usually hit back with a pretty good energy drain and boost his health back up. But a lot of the other wizards, other classes, tend to have a hard time soloing some of those fights, just because there's no way to heal back up. Or if you're basically using all your stuff just to heal, and you can't really ever get a good hit in. So soloing a lot of those side quest bosses, especially in Lemuria, Wallaroo. So, yeah, I heard Wallaroo is really tough, and Novus can be quite challenging. So yeah, and I think it's a great time to hang out with you guys during stream as well. Maybe help you out with a quest, or you guys can help me out with this quest, and that's really good. Well. Okay. Well, it looks like Benjamin's still in his thing. I wonder if we can port to him now. Let's see here. Go to. He's still in the tower. Can't teleport to him while he's in the gauntlet. Rough. That's terrible. Okay. Well, the good news is he'll let us know when he gets out, and maybe we'll grind with him. Maybe we can get something, because that's like one of the things I want to grind. Is I want to grind that tower, because I believe in that tower you can get those masks. And those masks, those are pretty cool. I want to get some of those masks, Weapon would be good, too. Actually, I already got the weapon. I've got a good weapon already. But the masks, I would like to get the masks. And I'll tell you what, these boots are pretty neat. I just want to get the hat and the coat. I would like to get the Moo Man shoe robes, but those are hard, and that is a grind. We did Moo Man shoe last week, and I didn't get anything good out of it. So, yeah. It's the same old story. Grind and don't get. Yep. But that's okay. We will get through it. Very nice. Okay. Well, let's head over to the Harpy, see if there's anybody hanging out at the Harpy gang ready to go in, because that might be a good one. You know what? I can't mark this location, apparently. Okay, interesting. Let's head over to the Harpy place. You just made a new character, a School of Fire. Watch the walkthrough, and oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I hope if you get tips out of that, that's cool. I hope you enjoy them, Abdullah. Yeah, the fire stuff's pretty cool. I like doing that dual school. It's been a lot of fun. That's been a fun series. In fact, I'm probably going to do daily episodes for at least a few months on that to try to make some progress on that walkthrough. If I do daily episodes and just leave one day off to do to do my Minecraft. Then I think I can finish my Firestorm walkthrough by the end of the year. I was doing the math. Yep, I was doing the math on that. So I might just end up doing that. I haven't decided. I'm definitely going to do daily episodes for the for the Fire and Storm one for at least another month, all the way through August, maybe even through September. You know, there's just so many quests left. Jeez, let's mark. Can we mark this place? Why can't I mark this location? I don't want to go home. See, these are some of the weird bugs. Like, it won't let me mark this location. And I don't want to leave here. Prior dungeon? What prior dungeon? I've not entered a dungeon. Well, it still won't let me mark it. I wonder if it's thinking because I tried to teleport to the other guy that I tried to get into that dungeon. I don't know. I don't know. Could be. Could be a thing. Here. Let's give it a shot. Now, I've beaten her before, but she's also kicked my butt before, too. Okay, before we go in, let's step out and see if we can mark, because I'd like to mark. Oh, look at that. Somebody's there. Do you want to go in? Old Moose? It looks like Old Moose is just coming out. Old Moose? Oh, Fearless Cole Atworth. Yeah, sorry. Fearless Cole Atworth. I would love to go in with somebody. Or fight a Gillies. A Gillies. I'd love to fight a Gillies, too. You grinding it, Cole? Let's see, because I'll grind with him. He might be if he goes back in. I'm all for it. See that mask he's wearing? I want that. I want one of those masks. And that's why doing the Sinbad Judgment would be pretty good. You know. That looks like he just woke up. Maybe. Nope. Animations. Yep. Animations. Looks like you probably just ground the harpy once already. Probably just beat up the harpy and let it go. If he goes in, we'll go in with him. Yep. I mean, I have beat the harpy once with this character. Or twice. I've done it twice. But when she gets in there and she hits you, suddenly you have like all 4 of your guys on life support and you have to go and... that's why we ran Moo Manchu, is because I had to like revive my guys. And Moo Manchu is a great place to get revival gold. The down thing about these Tartarus is you don't get any gold of any sort out of them. Yeah, you go out, if you go in and end up using all your stuff for revivals, yeah, you're going to run out of gold fast, and you don't get replenished here at all. It's not like the Obsidian Key grinds where you can still get a lot of gold out of the Obsidian Key grinds. You can still make some good gold out of that, but these Tartarus quests, no gold. Yep, they are a no gold situation. You're not going to get any gold out of them. Oh, very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, it looks like Cole is just AFK there, which is fine. You know, that's not a problem. If he wants to go in and grind, I think we're just going to watch him and see if he wants to try to grind here in a bit. He might answer just yet. Just yet. Now, I am kind of excited. So, other things going on in my life since you guys are hanging out. Awesome chat. Everybody's always welcome to hop on and chat. Is I'm teaching chemistry for the first time this year, so I'm pretty excited about that. You know, if you guys got some good chemistry stories, please let me know. I like doing demonstrations, chemistry demonstrations, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. And if you have a good memory from chemistry class that was a lot of fun, or a good demonstration, let me know. I'm always looking for ideas. I've been teaching physics for the last couple years, physics and astronomy, and this year they took astronomy out of our school and they asked me to teach chemistry with physics. So I'm still teaching physics, but I get to teach chemistry with it as well. So I'm pretty excited about it. So you going to go in? Oh my goodness, it looks like they're building up a crew. A grind crew. Yep, I'm forming with anyone. Cole seems kind of like not doing anything. Yep, very good, very good, very good. Yep. Very good. Well, it looks like we got 3 people to go in. That would be fine. I need to grind some good gear. Look at Death just hanging there. I think Death is one of the coolest characters that Pirate, or should I say KingsIsle, ever pulled out in these games. Death, I love the way they did him. Old man Death, just trying to keep everything going. I love that he has the same sickle from Wiz as well as the Keeper. Yep. Very cool, very cool. So, the Nefarious. Everybody likes the Nefarious badge. I guess that's a tough badge to get. Well, maybe not so tough. Now that I know how to get it, you know, I'm going to have to go out and get that Nefarious badge myself. Do you guys got the Nefarious badge for all your pirates? I'm interested. Okay, very good, very good. Well, chat's wide open, guys. If you have something cool that's been happening this week, I'd love to hear about it. You know, me, it's exciting. It's exciting. I also got news. Like, for instance, they've been doing renovations at my school. And I just got my new room assignment. So I was worried I was going to get a room without a window. And I don't know if you've ever heard teachers talk about this, but nobody wants a room without a window. Well, nobody I know wants a room without a window, but I'm getting a room without a window.
Mortals also call us Furies, little one. We are born of blood and live for vengeance.
Do they now? Very good.
Come, and I will teach you what fury means.
Okay, we're in the fight. So you always like the elephant's toothpaste experiment of the sun changing clear to pitch black? Oh yeah, yeah. Though don't remember the name of that one. Yeah, I know exactly which ones you're talking about. Yes, I'm very familiar with those. That is called the chemical clock. Colton, that's called the chemical clock experiment. It's a pretty cool experiment. Oh my goodness, they're going to kill my guys. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, I don't like any of those choices. Okay, we'll pass. Why did they put me up front? That's like a death knell for a ranged character. Oh well. We'll see how many of my guys survive, right? Yeah, we'll just have to see how many of my guys survive. Yeah, those are two good experiments. I like doing the Screamy Gummy Bear. That's one of my faves. The Screaming Gummy Bear is awesome. Because that shows oxidation. That one is cool. Have you ever seen the Screaming Gummy Bear? If you haven't, look up the Screaming Gummy Bear online. That's a favorite of mine. I like the sugar and sulfuric acid one. That one's very cool. But you got to have a good vent hood for that one. You know. That's a neat one to show an exothermic reaction. I like that one. Let's see here. Of course, who doesn't like throwing sodium in water? Throwing sodium in water is one of the best things ever. You know? First time watching Power 101 gameplay, it's a lot different than Wiz that I'm used to. You should check it out. Yes, check the Screaming Gummy Bear. One of the best experiments that I've ever demonstrated to my students. I taught junior high for 10 years, and that was always one of the ones I used to show chemical reactions. And I'll tell you what, it's a winner. The Screaming Gummy Bear is a good one. Well, it's good we get to play. Yeah, Colton, if you've never tried out some Pirate 101, the gameplay is really different, but it has all that great lore and stuff from the Spiral. It's a fantastic complementary game. Absolutely. And it looks like I've got a good partner. Merciless James sent Barnabas up in front to draw the ire of the Harpies, so it looks like I haven't lost anybody, which is always a good thing. Batman Jr. in the chat. Welcome, Batman Jr. Hopefully you're having a good evening tonight. If you're just stopping in, I'm doing some grinding here in Tartarus for my wizard, trying to get him some of the good gear. So I hope you're doing great. Remember, chat's always wide open, guys. You know, I've been talking about some of your favorite memories from chemistry class because this year I'm pretty lucky. I'm getting to teach chemistry for the first time. I've been teaching physics for a few years and astronomy for a few years, but this year they said they wanted me to teach some chemistry, so I'm pretty excited about that. It'll be the first year I've done that, so trying to hear some of the things you guys enjoyed about that. If you enjoyed chemistry, I'm sure there are probably some things you didn't enjoy about chemistry, like stoichiometry. I'm sure everybody loves some stoichiometry. I'm sure I just heard a whole bunch of eyes glaze over after I said that. Oh, this is like perfect timing for this. And let's boost everybody. Bam. Just like that. My pirate is ready to rumble. I'm hoping I can get rid of some of these harpies. I think I need to train accuracy with my pirate because he doesn't crit as much as I'd like him to. Very nice, very nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, Batman Jr., I hope you're doing great. Are you a Pirate 101 player? If you are, let me know. What's your favorite class? You know, my favorite class right now, I really enjoy the Witch Doctor, but I still have three pirate classes to play that I haven't played yet. So I'm still holding back the final judgment yet. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Peter Quint, bring in the pain. He might just finish her off. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's get rid of Electo. Tell you what, Peter Quint was one of my favorite companions with my Buccaneer. He would come and he would just lay the hits. Barnabas was always really good too. Look at him go. Combos. You're at the beginning of Pyro 101 Valencia Part 2. Awesome. That's such a great part of the storyline, Batman Jr. What class, what pirate profession do you have? There we go. See, that's the way that works. Ha-ha. Look at him. Very good, very good. Oh, very good. Awesome. Well, that's great, Batman Jr. I'm just doing some grinding here in Tartarus with my Witch Doctor. Speaking of which, I need to do this with my Musketeer, too, as I need to go through Tartarus and do some Tartarus grinding and get some better gear for my Musketeer. Because my Musketeer is kind of lacking in some of the cool gear. Oh, El Toro is going to finish her off, El Toro? No. She blocked. There we go. Ha-ha! That's a good feeling. Okay, guys. Crossing our fingers for the good gear. Did I get the good gear? I got Underworld Garb. Okay, I don't think this is the good gear, but let's look. No? Underworld Garb. I got... Ooh! I can give that to my... That's cool. That's cool. Good. We're going to keep grinding. Let's do this again. This is perfect. Okay, so I got the robe for my Musketeer. That's awesome. That is awesome. Very good, very good. So that's what I got. And I think that was the only piece of gear I got out of that. Yeah, for sure. Very good, very good. Yeah, that armor's going to be great for my Musketeer, just not for my Witch Doctor. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
Mortals also call us Furies, little one. We are born of blood and live for vengeance.
Let's go ahead and get in here and then we'll tell
you what fury means.
Okay. Okay, what are we going to do here? Ooh, we got to boost our guys. That's what we got to do. Ooh. Let's defend our guys. Okay, we're going to get rid of a few of these things because it's just not good stuff. There we go. Okay, very good. Well, it's always nice to get a good piece of gear. Yep, absolutely. I did not get a good roll on boosting stuff. You know, wife asking me how late I'm going to stay up. Well, I got to text her back because, you know, she wants to know. Interesting battle mechanics. Always thought Pirate was the same as Wiz and never got into it. Glad to see he has a good amount of variety. It's really interesting, Colton. And in fact, you know, building your Pirate with gear and combinations is way more varied than Wiz is. Or at least it seems like there's way more different build options. And it's really neat. The gear becomes becomes pretty important. The different types of skills you can plan. The strategy and the fighting is really fun and it's really different. I like it as it's a really great complementary game to Wiz. It's really good as itself, right? It really stands on its own really well as well. But I really like how it complements Wiz as a secondary game or as its own game, giving you a lot of the similar lore and similar things. So it's pretty cool. And I've really enjoyed it. And I avoided Wiz. I avoided Pirate. Like, I started playing Wiz back in 2009. I've been playing for years. And when they got Pirate, I was all like, that doesn't look interesting. I'm not going to play that. And so I just totally ignored it. And then I think about 3 years ago, no, it must be 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I started playing it. And I was like, wow, I was so stupid. This is such a fun game. The mechanics are different. The classes are well done. The lore combinations that bounce off Wizard and Spiral. I mean, it's just a really awesome game. It really makes me sad that they never put together that third game that they had working. Now, I don't know if Hero 101 would have complemented these games as well as these two already do, but I think it could have been something pretty cool. You wish they always add more variation to Wiz. If Pirate has it, then that's great to hear. Glad you started getting into it. Yeah, I think Wiz now, with some of the new updates, has really varied quite a bit more. You know, I think with the addition of, let's see here, let's hit these guys. I think with the addition of, and we'll just hit that person again. I think with the addition of the new school pips and everything, that really opens it up for different types of builds, and it really changes the meta around quite a bit. So I think they've done a really great job in Wiz doing that. I still think they need to do a gear audit. Myself and adjust the gear and rework the gear stuff, because I think it's too weighted towards the meta gear and the really awesome grindy gear. But that's just my thing about Wiz. I love Wiz, and I think it's better than it's ever been before. I know some people complain about the changes they've made, but I'm pretty happy with them. But that's just me, Colton. Which game do I like more, Pirate or Wiz? I think I'm still a Wiz fan. I think they really bring their own flavor to each of the tables, and I especially like the change they've made in Wiz. I think it's made Wiz a more interesting game as far as for building characters and stuff and different metas. So I'm pretty happy with Wiz, and I think Wiz is still like the main game. I've been playing Wiz for a long time, and I don't plan on stopping it anytime soon. But Pirate is a great complementary game, and I like Pirate for different reasons. I like the change in battle. I'm glad it's not a card-based game. I'm glad it's more of a real-time. What is it? Real-time strategy? No, it's more like a turn-based strategy game. So I like the turn-based strategy part of it. I like all the visuals. I've always really enjoyed the King's Isle art and character design, especially with some of the updates that they've been making and everything. I really, really enjoy it. I think it's some of what makes King's Isle such a fun company to explore and enjoy. Old Scratch, can you finish him off? Why, yes he can. Look at that. Oh, look, he brought an old scratch in. That always helps when you have another old scratch that is there to do some hits. Yeah, it looks like El Toro's about to finish the job there. Can he do it? I don't think I like one more than the other. I think I really like them both for what they both bring to the table. Wiz is probably going to still maybe edge out Pirate just a little bit because I played it longer and I find it to be really engaging and fun. But, you know, that's how it is sometimes. Okay, here we go. With the turn-based, it's a lot more in-depth with strategy to position instead of just always needing an AoE or single target hit. Yes, I do agree in that aspect of Pirate. The fighting can be a lot more interesting, okay? Especially, you know, as opposed to the card-based. But I think if you try different things in Reindeer Couch,
Turns out
yes.
you can have too much gold. You're getting close to the limit, Pirate. So go spin some.
Okay, let's see if we can get there. Okay, let's do some grind. I can't text check him because he's not my friend. Okay. Okay, reliable. Oh man, he's got the full Tartar skill. I'm so jealous. Yeah, but you're right. I would agree with you, Colton. I think the strategy in Pirate can be a lot more in-depth, and so that's a fun part about it. I think it can be the same way, especially in some of the more complicated fights in Wiz, especially when you have to really figure out what's allowed and what's not with the cheats. Yes. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Deadeye. Oh, that guy just jumped straight in. But I'm waiting for reliable Benjamin right here. You know. If he's awake. My goodness. Very good, very good, very good. Well, hopefully. Man, I love his dragon wings with the Tartars. That's a good combination. Boy, it looks like everybody's wanting to grind some Sinbad. Come on, Benjamin. Let's text chat him again. Oh, let's text chat Benjamin. Ready to grind. I want these masks. You can get some cool masks out of this one. I'd really want the masks. Very good. Oh, come on, Benjamin. Oh, man. He's AFK. Oh, my goodness. Hopefully he'll be back on pretty quick. Wiz can for sure get pretty complicated just based off of what you've seen on Pirate, though. It seems like there's more battle. Yes, I would agree. There are a lot more battle options. I mean, there's some things you can fall into, and I'll tell you what, when you get hit by a bunch of high-level melee guys, it can be a real pain in the butt, but it's pretty cool. Oh, man. Come on, Ben. Daft John Ashford wants to go. Boy, everybody's like driving up here to grind. I'm about to go in and grind. Ha ha ha. Waiting on Ben. Come on, Ben. Come back, Ben. Oh, okay. Ooh, yeah. Let's do this thing. Let's grind. Okay. Very good. Okay, now we got a crew. Conquer's in the chat. Welcome to the chat, Conquer. You played Wiz for maybe a week, like 10 years ago. I've always preferred Pirate. Yeah, I can see that.
All right, you lot, you dare.
I can totally see that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with both, but I agree with you.
We will help you on your journey.
I think they're both fun, but Pirate definitely, I think, has a lot going for it, for sure, for sure. Well, you know, we're gonna get the AFK crew going here. Never tried Pirate, but now watching, I'd love to give it a try. I think you should, Colton. You know, like Conqueror says, Pirate's a lot of fun. You know, we're gonna be the we're gonna be the background guys. We're gonna hammer these guys. Hopefully get some masks out of here. Yeah, so this is the dungeon. You can get those cool Sinbad masks. So I'm really looking forward to that, if I can get one. That's what I really want, is I want one of those Sinbad masks. And then the first one, I think there's some cool stuff you can get out of the belt. Yeah, with the crab guy. I have not gone back to figure out if there's anything there I need to get, though. Oh, yeah, we've got some Witch Doctor heavy crews here. Yeah, this is going to be quite the shutdown here. Okay. This dungeon can be a grind, though. It's probably going to take us a good 45 minutes to get through it. Fantastic. Guys, stream's been awesome. It's been great to have so many people hopping in, and chat's great. It's good to see new chatters. I think I've seen Abdullah before, but Batman Jr. first time in chat for sure. I think I've seen Colton, maybe. This might be the first time Colton's in chat, or first time in a long time. Conquer, first time I've seen Conquer in chat, so it's awesome to have so many people hopping in chat for the first time. Definitely makes the game, or makes the stream more fun. I find it more fun. Very cool. So what am I doing? Well, I'm trying to grind these dungeons, and that's what I'm working. I'm trying to get the good gear. We got pretty lucky. We fought Electo, and we got the robes for our Witch Doctor. So I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, that's okay, Colton. I thought I recognized the name. It's just been a while since I've seen you and everything, so very cool. Sometimes you can make streams, sometimes you can't. I know how that goes. Like, it's been spotty over the summer. I've missed stream a few times just because of when you're working air conditioning, you know, you got to go when they need you. So, yeah, it is. It's similar to Wiz. You're trying to get drops and everything. Sometimes they drop well, sometimes they don't. It's a pain in the butt. But that's just, you know, that's part of it. I will say I have resorted to buying a chest here and there just because I don't have time to run them as often as I want, but it's good. Conquer, returning player for Pirate, been grinding Tartars. You probably actually need some more Sinbad geared. Well, that's why I'm back here at Sinbad right now, Conquer. Is in this dungeon, there's these masks you can get, and these masks are pretty awesome. They're pretty neat. But I need to do the Tartars grind still. I still need to get the robe for this pirate, and I still need to get the helmet. You hate Wiz drops? They always give you the other schools? That's funny, Abdul. I guess it depends on the dungeon. Usually, like if you do any of the Aquila stuff, usually you'll only get your school, but they're just rare drops. It takes a while to get them. Or Waterworks, you usually only get your school drops when they finally do decide to drop them. But I do know that when you get into the later worlds, you'll get other school drops all the time. So I've been there before. Absolutely. I've been there before, and I understand that. But usually for those special dungeons, usually only get the drops for your gear. It just takes forever. Yeah, but Aeon gear, yeah, you'll always get everything but what you want. Or if you're doing the Dragoon gear, you rarely get your gear. I'm with you there, Colton, for sure. Oh yeah, always got to drink a lot of water, Colton. You know, it's not that bad if you get used to drinking a lot and just watching yourself and making sure you always have plenty of electrolytes. It's not that bad working in the heat. You know, you just got to be prepared for it and watch for it. You skipped that, just got bored. Yeah, it's a big grind for the Dragoon gear. It is a pretty big guy. Oh no, don't kill him. See, I hate these melee guys. This is exactly why I hate these melee guys. Dang it. Didn't even get to use them. See, that's what's so wrong about that stuff. I hate melee guys. Man. Okay, well. It sucks, Conquer. It does suck. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just hoping we'll be able to get something good out of this run here. Wow, just slaughtered that pet there. That was kind of rough. Hard to watch there. Hard to watch. I like bringing Grimtooth in because he does a nice boost. Wow, Benjamin Righto's almost in bad shape too. These melee guys can be absolutely horrible. Okay, well. Ooh, I'll do that and then that because we have to do that. So I'll make sure those guys are done. Those guys can hit the other guys. Yeah, that's the way to go. So this summer hasn't been too bad. You were a mechanic last year. It was pretty bad. The pirate classes able to be mixed or mostly just sticking to what you picked with at the start. Well, here's what's cool about the pirate classes is your training points allow you to train with other ones. So it's all about skills. And like melee guys, they have some combinations of skills. The ranged attackers, not quite as much, but you can also have some combinations of skills with other magic users. So I mean, it's really pretty interesting, and you can combine your skills with other skills, and it's really a really neat variety of how you can build up the pirates, Colton. So there's lots of different ways to build them. Like you can go straight witch doctor with everything, or you can like train some characteristics of the musketeer and combine musketeer and witch doctor traits, which makes you a really awesome ranged character. So that's what I did with this witch doctor, is I trained him with witch doctor and musketeer traits. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll tell you what, those AoEs are pretty awesome, Abdullah. You are right. When you get that first AoE, it's a big deal. Yep, you are right. 4 pips and then they're gone. Just wait until you get until you can get that 3rd pip, and then you can almost dragon him in 2 rounds. That's even more fun. Oh, he better not kill him. Oh, he better stop. Okay, there we go. There you go. Yeah, it's a little bit more seamless, Colton. But I'll tell you what, with the school spells and the amulets, especially now that they've allowed you to train all the way up to the 10 pip spells, you can dual school better than ever now in Wiz. You know, so you can make some pretty interesting Wiz combinations now as well. It's better than it's ever been. I think it's making the meta a lot more interesting too. You started fire because you saw a person when you were in Caramel Dragon and it did so much dragon damage. Yeah, dragon damage, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun playing. I like just coming up with a particular play and seeing how it can go, if that makes sense. And I've always liked the idea of trying to do a dual school, but it was never super well implemented because you could only train so many spells in that other school, and you could never get the other school blade. So it always makes sense to, to try to take advantage of like elemental or spirit blades and build a dual school that way.
No, scary. I don't know
Okay,
what's
let's
coming.
keep us
Through that
going.
door, Captain.
Next floor. Very good, very good.
Ha! More of them. Second verse, same as the first.
Okay. Oops, let's get in. Yeah, so I think it's better than it's ever before in those regards, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. We are going to start coming in here with a melee guy to protect me. I might need to break the dual school for Fire and Storm because now you're reaching the cheat bosses, like a lot of them. We'll have to see, Abdullah. I mean, with the really bad cheaters, you got to team up anyway, so it doesn't really change that much of it. A lot of it will depend on what gear I can get a hold of and everything, and how hard getting the better gear will be. That's where I see the big challenge in it from beyond this particular section. You know, there's definitely going to be some challenges, but I'm looking forward to it because they have been doing really well with trying to open it up and it being more viable. Well, I've never done a death character, so I'd love to do a death character. And I think it would be fun to do a death myth character. I think it'd be fun to do a death myth character. Now, again, the reason why I say that is you can take advantage of the balance blades, the spirit blades, so you can double up those and everything like that. So that's my first thought. But I definitely want to do a death. I've not ever run a death all the way through Wiz. And it's probably my least experienced school. Well, besides life, but I'm not interested in doing a life reason yet. So once I finish this walkthrough, I think I plan to do a death one, and that should be a lot of fun. You had someone carry you for most of the cheaters? I understand that, Abdullah. I don't like being carried. I always try to find other people that are on the same level with me, because then we can do it that way. When you get Scarecrow, you're set. Scarecrow is very OP. I 100% agree with that. If you have Scarecrow out there running before you, that really makes Death a very strong soloing character. Yeah, Death and Myth, I think, are your best two solo schools, personally, because they have powers that really complement being by yourself. Death being able to attack and generate health back, and Myth, especially if you get into Monstrology, oh my goodness, you can go into every fight with a full crew of minions ready to help you through it. And I'll tell you what, that's helped me do a lot of things. I'll tell you, one of the toughest ones to solo, well, the big fights at the end of some of the worlds, you still got to team up with those. I think those are really hard to solo. And unless you just are really figured it out, I haven't. I'll let you know I haven't. I think it's more fun just to team up with somebody and knock out those fights. Unless you're trying to grind them, then it makes sense to come up with a meta that works really well with those fights. Yeah, I really like a Witch Doctor here with the Overwatch and the Musketeer things, because I can just totally tear down an opponent before they get me if all the combos work out the way they're supposed to. Yeah, like that. Loving it. Yeah, Wallaroo's a challenge, but all those later worlds are pretty challenging. So there are ways you can solo a lot of those guys. You just have to spend some time working out the best strategy for it. Maybe checking out some guides or watching some videos that might give you some ideas. I tend not to have as much patience for that, because my goal is not necessarily to solo everything. It's just to enjoy myself, build up a good character, and have fun doing it. So, sometimes I'll bring my second account in to give me backup, or, I'll just wait for somebody to come along that I can team up with that's on the same level. Oh, you better not. I hate these melee guys. Oh, thanks a lot. Jerk. Sorry. Freaking melee. Ugh. Yeah, it's not a bad way to play, Colton. I started doing it just because I was streaming a lot and it made sense for me to have a second account. I know one guy, he has 4 accounts. I used to talk with him all the time on stream. Yeah, just lost my old Scratch. I'll be reviving him though. Yeah, I cannot not have old Scratch. Dang it. And of course they put my melee guy behind me, so instead of them going after my melee guy, they go after my my witch doctor, and they basically one-shot him. That's the frustrating part when you're a ranged guy and you're fighting melees. Before you can even get a good AoE attack on them, if they close on you and start comboing, especially in these higher levels, they kick your butt. You've made a new character on your second account too, so there's like 2 fires, both questing. It's quicker. Yep, that's not a bad way to do it, Abdullah. Really, with just about all cheats, unless you're in those final fights that are really, really challenging, in just about all the cheating bosses, very good. That worked out. If you have at least 2 people in a fight, you can usually take down any of them. Heck, I can solo the entire first arc with any class. You know, that's fun. But yeah, but it's after it's when you get to the second arc with the cheating bosses that some of those fights are really tough to solo. I know there's some guys out there that love to make videos and show you how to do it, but they can be really tough. But first arc, yeah, I think anybody's capable of soloing the first arc if they're smart. With any class. I think any class is capable of soloing the first arc. All the way through, what's his name? Yeah, Malistaire. Now, fighting Malistaire in Darkmoor, yeah, that's not a solo effect. That's not a solo fight. That can be quite the challenge. Yeah, Balak gets to be annoying, but if you but for fire, he's actually not that hard, Abdullah. For fire, with if you have your AoEs primed and have a lot of your favorite little elf guy, fire elf guy, he's not so tough. Usually the second time you have to deal with block, he's usually more of a pain in the butt. But the first time, if you know the cheat and you know you're going in, it's not that bad. Yeah, Darkmoor's tough. You have to go in there with a plan. You have to have a good crew. You have to know that's what it's about. I forgot how long this dungeon is. Well, we're going to get all the way through. It looks like we'll have another long pirate stream. We had a long one last week because we were working through Mu Manchu. Yep. Okay, we have to revive our buddy.
You are mighty, but you have Iron Lotus. Something don't smell right. Old Sinbad, that pompous pirate, would never lead a crew that weren't named after him.
There we go. Let's keep going.
I have waited for this day. If the Yakuza is not finished with me, I will finish you. Wait.
Yeah, I don't like going in fights without my buddy.
Send you? Ha! Prepare to perish.
Yeah, we're about to take this guy down. Very good. Okay, awesome. Awesome. And let's grab him. Maybe he'll be placed in a better position this time. Yeah, you never know. Sometimes you just don't get what you want. Ah, yes. Okay. I think we're finally ready to... Oh, we were about ready to fight, but then the other guy who was running late jumped in. Yeah. The wide variety of supporting character companions is a really nice feature they added in. Yes, absolutely, Colton. That's one of the best parts about Pirate is all the different companions out there. You can get more companions. The companions are different for class. That's absolutely awesome. Oh, you're going into the age-old questions, right? What is my favorite world in Wiz? Well, I'll tell you unequivocally, my favorite one, and I'll get some shade on this, but my favorite world has always been Marleybone. I love the new worlds, but my favorite world has always been Marleybone. But I do like to split up favorite worlds by arc. So, for instance, Marleybone, obviously, my favorite world in Arc 1, and that's just because I love Victorian England. I love all the literary references. Marleybone is one of my all-time favorite worlds. But I do have favorite worlds per each arc. So, like, for second arc, my favorite world is Azteca. How can you go wrong with Aztec, fun, and dinosaurs? Where can you go wrong with that? You can't, except for it being a really long world. That's the worst part about it. But as far as the questing, the storyline, the development, I'll tell you what, Azteca is peak King's Isle. Peak King's Isle. For Arc 3, Mirage. Yep, Mirage is my favorite third arc world. It's just so open. The depth is cool. The lore is cool. I love the floating skull companion that you get there for a while. He's so cool. So third arc, Mirage. And since we just completed the fourth arc, I said this a few months ago after I went all the way through Wallaroo, my favorite fourth world is actually Caramel. I love Caramel. I think it's the most fleshed out world. It's fun, it's interesting, it's tongue-in-cheek. It completes a whole bunch of awesome storylines that were set in place back in Wizard City in the first arc. It's just great stuff. I absolutely love Caramel for my favorite fourth arc world. So yeah, those are my favorite worlds in Wiz. Absolutely. Now, if we were talking pirate, well, it shouldn't be a surprise that I absolutely love what they did with Marleybone and Pirate. I love what they did with Marleybone and Pirate. It's fabulous. And Mushu, I was never a big Mushu fan. I understand a lot of people did in Pirate. A lot of people like Mushu in Wiz, but I never did like it that much in Wiz. But in Pirate, Mushu is fabulous. Absolutely beautiful, wonderful, expansive. It just blows open the world. So those are my pirates. Yeah, so yeah, Marleybone's still my favorite. Mushu second. You like Caramel, but you're not much of a fan of the final boss, as there wasn't much like tension. Yeah, I think the final bosses in the fourth arc, they went a totally different direction with final bosses in the fourth arc. So it was quite a bit different than what they've done previously. But I thought it was still a lot of fun. It was different. Definitely different. But that's how the first world is in a lot of the arcs. If you've noticed how they do the first world arcs, it's quite a bit different. But I still like the world as a whole. The storyline was good. Not my favorite storyline in Wiz. I think my favorite storyline arc was definitely Arc 2. Where I'm at right now. I'm at the end of Arc 2 in the walkthrough. It's definitely my favorite storyline. Yeah, Arc 3 is interesting. It's a good one. Definitely a good one. But I still think I think Arc 3 really completes the whole Wizard City Mother Raven storyline, but not my favorite. But that's okay. Let's see if my guys will get a chance to do anything before everybody's dead. Yeah? You got to go pick up your niece from Youth Night? Well, go get her. Oh, that's fine, Colton. Awesome to have you hanging out today. Abdullah, yeah. I can't believe old Cobb turned against us. Old Cobb. I love the old Cobb storyline. I thought it was neat. I love how they introduce him in the third arc, and then it was in that fourth arc that you really get to understand his motivation. I thought it was really good foreshadowing. But he did ruin your graduation. Yes, he ruined our graduation for sure. Boy, that Iron Lowe's crossbowman, he's trying to go out with a bang, isn't he? Do I have a favorite character in Pirates? I really like the Brass Monkey. That guy's hilarious. He gets so upset. The Brass Monkey is so funny. But then again, there's so many good characters in Pirate Conquer. There are a lot of good characters in Pirate. That's hard to say. When I start thinking about all the different characters, that is hard to say. That's a hard one to say because there's so many really cool characters all through Pirates. There's cool bosses. There's cool side characters, NPCs. Pirate is just so deep with a lot of that stuff. Yeah, that's a hard one to say, Conquer. I will.
The leader escaped. He's disgraced Yakuza. They cut his horn as punishment. What's this yet got to do with Sinbad?
Well, we've got a whole bunch of copper rings and copper necklaces, which are okay, but not.
Yes, we are well aware of the stories, but you should not be here. To fight the Iron Lotus is to welcome death. Let us help you on your journey.
Ooh, I get 4 guys? Well, heck yeah. Let's take him and let's take him. Oh, yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of really good characters. But yeah, like the Brass Monkey, Brastillo. There's also the other monkey guy that hates you a lot that you get to deal with. Who doesn't like Gortez? I love Gortez. That guy is freaking awesome. I do have to say, I think all my favorite characters are Monkeistans. Monkeistans, they are fantastic characters. Big boost, big boost. And let's just send him. Can I send him in? Nope. Okay. Very good. We'll do that. Yeah, so I'd have to say the Monkeistans are like my favorite, or some of my most favorite characters. I love the Monkeistans. Almost as a whole. Whenever I'm talking to a Monkeistan, it makes me laugh. I love the priests and their big theological arguments over the banana. I love Don Quixote. Don Quixote is so hilarious. There are so many good characters in Monquista. I think they had way too much fun in Monquista when they were making Monquista. Absolutely love Monquista. But everybody has their favorites, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Ah, yes. Very cool, very cool. I can tell I'm getting tired because I'm not talking as much. Thanks, guys, for the chat to keep everything going. I appreciate that. Oh, my goodness. You got to go to Gortez. You love his fall from grace, his redemption. I think it's a great character. Gortez is really awesome. I really love how they bring Gortez in Novus. I love how they bring Gortez back to Novus. I thought it was a really great way to harken back to Pirate, you know. Gortez, definitely a great character, for sure. I love all the different queens, too, that are scattered all over the place. Oh, my goodness. Tell you what, those blood flames are pretty awesome. I'd love to get the blood flame coat. Very good, very good. Well, it looks like everything's going well. Everybody's laying him down. Wonder what did I get anything else Sinbad-y from any of these? I don't think so. Yeah. So I got the Sinbad's copper ring, and Sinbad's copper necklace. I already had a bunch of those I sold already, so. Tell you what, those melee guys in these dungeons are brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh. This is not a bad crew because we got one melee, we got one range, we got 2 witch doctors. The AoEs really help make these things go a little bit faster. Whew. And if you have some blood robes, that's pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Man, we'll just move him up. Okay. What is the best school in Pyro 101? Because I might start playing. You know what? Here's how I would describe the schools in Pirate, because they're a lot of fun and they're different, and you can do a variety of different things with them. Personally, I think one of the best schools to start learning to play with is the Musketeer, because ranged fighting is pretty easy to get used to. It gives you a lot of benefits. So I like Musketeer a lot. So Musketeer, shoot from a distance, try to take them down before they get to you. Now, melee guys, the 3 melee classes are pretty cool because you have a Privateer, which is a support class primarily, so I guess think like Balance. I think Privateer, Balance, maybe not so much life, but more like Balance. So Privateer is more like a Balance. You can fight really well, you can heal, you can boost others. It's a good combo type of melee class. Swashbuckler is kind of like your straight up high damage, so like Storm. Versus a Buccaneer, more like a, I don't know, I would say an Ice. I mean, he can do big damage, but he's also meant to tank, so Buccaneers are meant to be able to take a lot of damage and tank. You know? And then you have the Witch Doctor, which I'm playing right now, and the Witch Doctor, a ranged character, depending on, and of course it depends on how you play him, because you can combine the skills from different trainers and do a lot of things like Conker's saying in there. But Musketeer I think is pretty strong and easy to get the hang of. The melee classes, I think, are a little tougher to some extent to get the success, especially early on. Like I start off with a Buccaneer, and a Buccaneer is a good class. I would just totally do him entirely different now that I understand the mechanics a lot better. But Witch Doctors can be pretty interesting too. I'm glad I did a Musketeer before I did a Witch Doctor, though, because playing the Musketeer helped me understand better ways to play my Witch Doctor. But Conker's also right. I mean, honestly, any 5 of them are a lot of fun, and you'll probably do really well with them. I don't think there's really one better than the other, honestly. It's hard to say that. Yep. Yeah, Conker says he's right. There's lots of ways you can play. The big key is to learn how to assign your abilities, and the fact that you can reassign your points. You know, if you have membership, you can reassign them, or you can pay to reassign them. So if you assign your points and you're not happy with it, you can always go back and adjust them. But training points tend to be pretty important. And there is one secret trainer you do want to look up as well that really helps life out a lot as well. And there we go. Awesome.
Oh, these iron-headed bootlickers just won't listen to reason.
I got another copper necklace out of that. Ho ho!
It would be a shame if all this fighting has tired you. We are rested and ready.
I forgot how long this dungeon is. This is a long dungeon. You know what? We're going to bring in my melee guy. I mean my AoE guy. Let's do that. Awesome. Very good, very good. By the way, guys, if you're just joining stream, thanks for hanging out with me. Chat is lots of fun, and you guys make it a lot of fun because of the chat. So thanks for everybody who's been hopping in. Conquer, Abdullah, Colton, who had to step out for a while. Hope you guys are all doing great. Let's boost everybody. Can I hit anybody yet? I will. And let's boost them. Oh my goodness. Tell you what, when you're out walking around all day and you're lifting things and you're doing physical labor, you feel entirely a different type of tired as opposed to like teaching school all day. I think that's the best part about doing air conditioning stuff with my brother during the summer is it's all very physical. So I'm out doing a lot of stuff all summer, just like working and working and working. And when I get home, boy, when it's time to go to bed, I sleep so well during the summer. But when I'm at school during the year, it's a totally different type of tired. I'm so mentally tired. But my body doesn't always want to go to sleep at the end of the year. Wow, Albano, thank you so much for giving some love towards Old Scratch, because I know he's going to get his butt beat here in a minute. Gosh, I hope that would have done some more damage. Oh, look at that. Man, these guys are nice. They are like shielding me from the bad guys by putting up the blood flames and all the action there. I'm liking that. Yeah. I think one of the fun parts about the combat here in Pirate is how it changes up quite a bit depending on who you're fighting with. The variation is really different. Ah, still listening in. Oh yeah, I enjoy doing it for the summer. If my brother could pay me more, I might go into it full. I would probably work for him. But wow. But you know, sometimes it just doesn't always work out that way. But I am looking forward to school. Like I said, I'm pretty excited that we got our room assignments, and so I'm getting a room with a window, which I'll tell you what, a room with a window just makes life so much better. When you don't have a window, well, you know, especially if you're in a pretty big school, you know, it gets pretty dark, you know, if you don't see that, you know. Or should I say, it seems pretty dark a lot. So I'm super happy I get a room with a window. Looking forward to that. I might even buy myself some plants this year. Ooh, that'd be nice. Have a couple plants. I've never thought about doing that for my classroom. And it actually thinks like it could be a possibility. Plants. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh no. Let's do that there. Yeah. Okay. Bam. Let's do this thing. Yeah, AC work's fun. It's a job, you know, like anything else, but it's pretty interesting. It's especially if you're doing service work like I've been doing this year, is we have to do a lot of problem solving. Like all 4 air conditioners we fixed today, entirely different things with each one, and it took a little bit of investigation to figure out what the problem was for each one of those particular things. So it's enjoyable. Look at that crane master go, man. There we go. Got rid of those two guys. Ooh, nice. Look at those old scratches doing all the boosts. Ever consider doing electrician work? Your dad's an electrician that pays quite well. Yeah, electrical work, especially new house builds and stuff, is really pretty interesting. I've thought about it. I don't know. I've got my master's in education, so I think I'll probably still keep teaching. Plus, I get paid pretty. I don't know. I do okay, and I don't have to work in the heat all year long. It's not bad. But my dad was an electrician. He was actually an electronics technician. He worked on nuclear detection equipment, so he did that his entire life. He was in the Navy and stuff. But yeah, I considered that for a while. My brother actually went to school for that too. So yeah, but yeah, being an electrician, especially if you want to go ahead and get your own truck and contract yourself out. My brother, he's a full licensed contractor, and he can do any types of builds he wants. He just focuses on the AC side of things, and it's good to make some extra money over the summer. Wow, didn't even finish them off. I feel sad. Yeah, just HVAC then. Electrician's not that bad, but we just specialize in HVAC. It's fun. It's a lot. It's good. You don't have to get into the crazy electrical stuff, and you don't have to do the plumbing stuff. Ooh, nobody wants to do plumbing stuff. Although plumbers can make some good money, I'll tell you what.
Your limit for gold. Now that they mention it, I am a little winded. This is a tall tower. Oh, still, let me guess.
My goodness, this dungeon is so long.
You need some new material, mate.
Ooh, let's see here. Do I have any other wizard guys that can give me a good AoE? I'm wondering. Nope, nobody else can give me a good AoE. So let's take Albano in. Yeah, Albano. Yeah, it's a long dungeon. I'd say it's probably about as long as Moo Manchu, I would think. I would say easily as long as Moo Manchu. Moo Manchu is quite a grind, but the nice thing about Moo Manchu is you can get a ton of gold and even sell a bunch of gear for a bunch of gold. So there's some really nice things about Moo Manchu that are pretty awesome. Especially, there's still some good gear you can get on Moo Manchu that you can't get anywhere else, like the Moo Manchu robes with those clay warriors. That's one heck of a good set of robes. Those warriors, man, they are excellent, especially if you're soloing dungeons and stuff. And your witch doctor, oh my goodness. But then again, blood robes are pretty awesome too. I gotta go back and grind for those. Yeah, this one does take quite a while. I think this took, when I did this on stream, it took the entire stream when I did that. Long, long dungeon. But when you have a couple of witch doctors with the AoEs, it can speed things up quite a bit. So this is actually going pretty fast than the first time I remember doing it. Primarily because we have those witch doctors. Jeez. Okay, these guys are officially annoying. And the doubloons can really make the strategy entirely different. Like, I haven't been using a whole lot of doubloons, but like you can call in other hitters like this with the doubloons. I'm saving my doubloons for some of my solo fighting I got to do it with. The Maxitor. Witch Doctor Maxitor. Pretty cool. Oh. Yep, he's not going to make it. Some of these ranged guys, boy, they can do quite a bit. Similar to Wisden, yeah, some of the long dungeons are pretty tough. I say every bit is... The battles go by a little bit quicker, I would say, depending on who you have. Everybody's trying to figure out where to put their AoE since I went ahead and laid all mine out. That's an advantage. Like, if you go in first, you get the first setup and everything. Does the support called in by doubloons only last one battle or the whole dungeon? Just one battle, yeah. Like, I can do any of these doubloons. Like, I can pull in another character, but he only lasts for the battle and then the doubloon's gone. And you collect doubloons in certain dungeons and certain fights or certain chests. And you always need to be in there with combos. But yeah, the doubloons are pretty interesting because they can do a lot of different things. They can boost stats, they can pull in other characters, they can do isolated attacks. There's lots of different ways you can use the doubloons. They're pretty neat. Those bombs can be kind of annoying, though. They laid a bunch of bombs on us. Do you conquer? Once I started using mine more often, I always ran out of them. Like, one of the reasons I did Moo Manchu last week on stream is because I was out of doubloons. So Moo Manchu is one of the easiest way to get a lot of doubloons. So that's one of the reasons why I did Moo Manchu. Because I noticed I wasn't getting a lot of them in other ones. Like the Obsidian fights, you can get some good doubloons out of the Obsidian fights. And Moo Manchu is probably the easiest way to get a bunch of doubloons. But like these fights right here, or this dungeon right here, you don't get any doubloons out of it. Or at least I haven't gotten anything out of it yet. Yeah, it tends to be a little bit more generous in Pirate. But of course, in Wiz, you're building your side deck and everything, so it's a little bit different the way Wiz does it. You have some level 80 doubloons? That's awesome. I don't have any of those. That's cool, Conquer. Well, I might have some. I haven't looked at my doubloon list for a while. When I'm soloing, I'll pull doubloons out a lot, especially in these dungeons, because my witch doctor has such a challenge against the melee guys. The melee guys just eat my lunch sometimes. Let's go. Well, that's cool, Conquer. I don't have any of those. Albano! Is he going to finish him off? Maybe, maybe not. He's hit or miss sometimes when he attacks. But he's going in for it. He's going in. Yeah, that was underwhelming. There we go. Got it. See, like for instance, in none of these fights have we gotten to balloons, you know. So.
So where's Sinbad?
And honestly, with 4 of us in here, none of these fights are that terrible that we need them, or at least not so far.
For the last time.
Finally.
For food. Yes, I see, you dolt. It seems the little kitten has lice. Take your Lotus lackeys and redeem
Got another
yourselves
copper ring.
by destroying these fools.
Well, I wasn't expecting to go in first, but I got in first. Cool. Okay, guys. Crossing our fingers for a mask of some sort. I'm not even picky at this point. Any type of mask. Any type of mask. I think Albano is actually a pretty good choice. You know what? Let's bring in Gracie. What does Gracie do? Well, Gracie does a couple things. Another thing I like about the companions is I like to run my companions with my witch doctor on random. But see, since these are dungeons, they're letting me pick exactly who I want to bring in. But like when you're just running around with them and everything, it can be a lot of fun to never know which companions who are going to step into a fight with you. Ooh, let's do that. Absorb tower damage for 1 turn. Are we missing somebody? No, we're all here. Okay. Okay. I guess we're just waiting for everybody to make their choices. Now we get to have all the old scratch boosts. Am I outnumbering the enemy when you have players, or is it just a bounce game when you're alone? Usually, we are balanced. Like, if you're doing solo, most fights are balanced. And generally, even when you're in group fights like this, they tend to be balanced. Sometimes you outnumber them. Like, I think we might slightly be outnumbering them right now. But most of the time, it tends to be balanced. You know, if there's 4 enemy... There's 4 of you, there's 4 enemy. It tends to be pretty balanced like that. So it just kind of depends. Kind of depends. I love the attack animations. They're a lot of fun. They are really annoying when you miss, though. You think the Hydra is the only fight where you're the outnumbered? Conquer, I think you're right on that one. That one can be pretty tough. But once you learn how to play it, it's definitely winnable with if you're soloing it. Yeah. But I will tell you what, if you're soloing it with a melee, it's a lot harder, especially when the ice and everything pops up quite a bit. Oh boy, that's not good. That guy might get in close to hit us. Wow. Those melee guys are over the top. Gosh, I was hoping my mind would do something. Be really nice to wipe this guy out before he starts beating on my companions. There we go. Yeah, the Hydra fight's actually really kind of interesting. It's a neat mechanic. I think it's easier to beat him with the ranged fighters, though. Still a tough fight. Oh no, we lost. We lost Chantel. She's a good companion. So many targets. Okay. Time to AoE fest, everybody. The hammerhead shark is just funny looking. I'm training up one of these Yuletide sharks. I have one in training right now, so looking forward to it. Oh. Well, I got another copper ring, so hopefully we'll be able to get the good stuff after this fight. Now, this Medusa right here, this actually comes from, I think, the Cerberus collar. I think it's one of those. So this is like a pretty good one. It gives you the card to summon Medusa. That's pretty good. Oh, Khan's over there. Forgot about him. Wow. Khan. Wow, he's just chopping up the pets. Wow, that guy's kind of rude.
You Iron Lotus idiots are useless. Must I do everything myself?
Whew, that scared me for a minute. I was like, uh-oh. Okay, that should take care of them. Let's boost our attacks and have Gracie attack them. That sounds like the way to go. Here we go. Khan is down. Smack that sorcerer. Very good, very good. Nice boost. Tell you what, witch doctors, when they start AoEing everything, it's pretty darn powerful. Probably the quickest time I went through Mushu was with 4 witch doctors. I swear we AoE'd everything. There we go. We're down to 1 guy left. I think that's it. Is my pet going to do the closing blow and get revenge for the other pets? Probably not. That's pretty cool. Okay, we got 2 enemies. Okay. Okay. 1 down. Smack him around. And... almost there, almost there. Oh, come on. Come on, Gracie, finish him. There we go. Yeah, the mass AoE does help. Otherwise, if they get too close to you, it's terrible. Melees will tear your guys up. I don't think I got anything. Oh, that sucks. Nothing. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Well, anyways, guys, I think that's what I got called today. I hope you guys have a good evening. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a fantastic time. Big thanks to Colton and Conqueror, as well as Abdullah and everybody else who's hopped in on chat tonight. It's been fun. It's been great times, but I've got to call it. So I hope you guys have a good evening. Catch you later. Bye-bye.